Hello everyone, my name is the Lego Kid 2003, and we're not playing Genshin Impact, but there are 10 days left in the version as of this going live, so that does mean it's special program time. So, just like always, we're gonna look through the special program, which is less than an hour. It's like 40 minutes. But yeah, we'll watch the special program from beginning to end, give like light little reactions to some of the stuff along the way. Then at the very end, I will give my expected plans for the version. I will warn you guys now. Just a little bit of housekeeping slash just stuff that could have happened outside of streams. For those who don't remember, I used to do a lot of Beyblade content when I was first starting out as a content creator, and because of the new format, Beyblade X, there was a tournament somewhat close to where I live yesterday. Again, times and dates are all relative to when this is going live. So, yesterday, April 24th. And, of course, I ended up taking part, and I kind of overdid it just a tiny bit, despite me not doing very well. I did lose quite a few times, but I overdid it just a little bit, and now my right shoulder is just a bit sore. So if you do see me do anything with my right arm, and I wince for a quick second, don't worry. It's just my shoulder acting up. I promise I'll be fine. No cause for immediate concern. Just a sore shoulder. I'm not gonna lose my arm or anything. I'm completely fine. At worst, I'll probably be fine by tomorrow. The soreness will be gone by tomorrow. At best, it'll be gone by tonight. But yeah, I just wanted to quickly say that in case I end up doing something with my arm either during the stream or the next stream later today, and you guys are like, why does he look in pain? Because I am ever so slightly in pain. But yeah, definitely stretch before doing literally anything that requires physical activity. just putting that out there. Please stretch. Your body will thank you for it if you stretch beforehand. I learned that the hard way. Anyway, special program. But yeah, I'm sure I'll have stories about the tournament tonight for sure. But program first. They just mentioned Quinn Blood. Had that in a while.
よかったでしょ旅人いらっしゃいシバルマラン AA ランドファミリーに加わる準備はできたグルメ系 AA に出てくるみたいな超豪華なご飯も欲しい
両選手準備ができたようですねそれではホテルドゥドール特別料理対決開始
カトラリーの準備も完了
Stuffy egg. Alright, so safe to assume that you're definitely a new character. 5-star cryo.
そこのレストランからナタさんの野菜を至急調達したいと依頼を受けて僕とイファが来ることになったんだ俺は付き添いでな
Getting Aoife pretty much the version after he's introduced. Alright, no complaints, no complaints. Once again, I will say, hear me out.
月始めの3日間飛行物を連れて外出してはいけないらしい。
参ったな。
ここは昔レムリア時代に建てられた公衆浴場で確か モデストの秘典に書いてあったような気がするわ。
Lore.
偉大なり蛮族滅びよ
Oh, that's a little harsh.
古竜の時代の謎の遺物、それに俺がフォンテーヌに来た理由を合わせて考えれば例の密輸事件の捜査を逃れたものかもしれない。
僕の師匠にして母の黄金レインドットさ。彼女が僕をモンドに向かわせた時、ある大きな課題を与えたんだ。
Oh, we're gonna be returning to Mondstadt, aren't we? Oh, please. Whoa. Why are they glowing red?
の中に魔物がいるんだ。想像してたよりも状況がひどいみたい。
That doesn't sound good.
本件の被告人セピロス騎士団調査小隊隊
Oh,
長
we're doing another
アルベ
trial.
ド。
何をしたんだ。殺人事件。ホムンクルスが暴走して理性を失い他者を傷つける狂気的な行動に走る。
魔女会と正式な会談を行うことを願ってるんだ。
あら、そんな勇気のある子がまだモンドにいたの？
Wait, hold on. Is that my thinking?
天地が逆さになった時、人は世界の本質を知る。なら盤面が逆さになったら
I guess that's okay. So that's definitely giving weekly boss for sure.
なぜ罪のない人を。
どうしてこんなことに。ヴィレットが襲撃にあって。
これはレムリアが戦争のために用意した薬物なのよ。人体研究という課題を諦めたことは一度もない。モンドの法律にのっとり被告人
Someone
アルベドを
violently boops
殺
the
人
Hyper
および死体
Dragon
遺棄
Sovereign.
有罪とする。
Ew.
今も近くから聞こえるよ。
う。なんだ、バルバトスか？
ファルか？
Okay. So, we're returning to Mondstadt. Albedo's on trial. Monsters are supposedly inside the city. I'm assuming the big fluffy thing that we saw behind the chess pieces was Alice, who we normally don't get to see outside of summer events. So, we finally get to get more Alice content, which is awesome. Oh boy. New weekly boss, maybe a new world boss. Oh yeah, also, codes. Redeem those. I'll be transferring this over to YouTube directly after, like, pretty much directly after, I'm done being alive, so, on Twitch and on YouTube, take advantage of the codes.
Hello everyone! Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 5.6 special program.
That's Vanessa.
I'm Jane Jackson, the voice of Vanessa, and I have two awesome co-hosts with me today. Why don't you introduce yourselves?
What up, my dudes? My name is Johnny LaQuasto, and I'm the voice of Aoife.
Yay.
Hey, your turn.
Hello everyone, my name is Emily Cass and I voice Escoffier. I'm so excited to be here.
And I am so excited to be hosting alongside you two today.
Oh, by the way, Emily, I have to say, the way your chibi's tail moves around is so cool.
Oh, actually, it's not a tail. It's a self-adapting movement signal tracking support mech. It's a piece of tech, basically. It helps Escoffier in the kitchen and in combat. It's one of her essential utensils.
But it looks so much like a tail.
It really does.
Yeah, a lot of people think that. And considering how it looks, people even call Escoffier a demon chef.
Ah, okay. That seems a little
Play with
extreme.
Gordon Ramsay?
Yeah, I'd say so too, but honestly, I don't know much about Escoffier.
I know I'm not the
Can
first
you
person
tell
to
us
make
more
that
about her,
connection and
Emily?
that joke,
Absolutely.
but I
Let's
just
take a
wanted
look
to
at
make
her
it like
profile.
really quick.
Escoffier used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Bourg.
Oh, cool.
The hotel is famous for the extremely popular and exclusive Gâteau de Bourg.
Wow, exclusive?
Yeah, only a limited amount of slices are available per day. Escoffier is a master of precision gastronomy, which means she approaches cooking as a science. She even develops advanced mecha to use in her cooking process.
Wow, that's some dedication to her craft.
Of course, in Escoffier's kitchen, no dish is ready to be served until it has her stamp of approval. And when she likes something, she gets completely lost in the flavors. It looks almost like she's in heaven.
Okay, so yeah, she's literally Genshin's version of Gordon Ramsay.
Then she'd probably say something like,
You thought cream of mushroom soup was ready to serve after 3.5 minutes on the stove. You'd have had more sense serving hot water with ice cubes. At least then you wouldn't have wasted all this perfectly good cream and mushroom.
Wow. Intense.
Yep.
I promise Escoffier is actually very well mannered most of the time. But when it comes to food, she couldn't be more strict.
Yep.
It's all for good reason, though. Escoffier believes her mission as a chef is to make haute cuisine accessible to all. So she's not just strict on other people, she demands perfection from herself too. Because that's the only way to make her dream a reality.
Oh, is that why she develops all those cooking mecha?
That's right. With their help, even people who are short on time or cooking skills can be capable of making a good meal.
Ha, okay. That feels like a personal call-out. But seriously, though, I'm telling you, I could use something exactly like that.
Same here. Emily, you said Escoffier used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Boer. Does that mean she doesn't work there anymore?
Yeah, that's right. She even had to spend time in the Fortress of Meripede.
The Fortress of Meripede? What happened?
We can't divulge the details right now, but all will be revealed in Escoffier's story quest, treasured above all. So be sure to check it out if you're interested, travellers.
I definitely will.
You'll also be rewarded with extra Ascension materials for Escoffier.
Ooh.
Oh,
Nice.
and travellers will get to take part in a one-of-a-kind culinary showdown in this quest. Not only will travellers get to experience Escoffier's mentorship firsthand, but special guests will also make an appearance.
Special guest, nice. Huh. Okay, I see blubber beasts and romaritime flowers. Wait, do we have to cook 4 blubber beasts using romaritime flowers? That's not much to work with.
All I can say is, trust in Escoffier. She can work wonders.
Oh, I'm definitely a believer. Okay, so we know what she can do in the kitchen, but what about on the battlefield?
Right, let's get into it.
What's her kit?
Escoffier wields a cryovision and is a powerful addition to freeze-focused teams, which brings us to one of her talents.
Ooh.
When Escoffier's elemental skill or elemental burst hits an enemy, she can reduce their resistance to hydro and cryo damage. The more hydro and cryo characters in the party, the greater the
I'm
reduction.
just realizing, did they switch around how they
so
did
it looks like the enemies here aren't actually frozen, but the resistance reduction still takes effect.
Yeah, that's really important. As long as her elemental skill or burst hits an enemy, the reduction takes effect. The enemy doesn't need to be frozen. That means the talent works on bosses and other unfreezable enemies.
Wow, so it seems like any character that deals hydro or cryo damage can benefit from that talent.
For
I
sure.
can definitely see her being a powerful support in freeze teams.
True, but Escoffier is not just a support. She can dish out damage as well. With an actual dish.
No way.
Yeah, and when Escoffier
Okay, yeah, they
unleashes her
definitely,
elemental skill, she
changed
summons a
things
cooking
around
mech to the
from
field
earlier
that follows the
programs.
active character and periodically fires projectiles at nearby enemies,
talk about
dealing
the-
cryo damage.
I'll talk about that
So
later.
with her ability to shred resistance, she basically buffs her own damage. In addition, her elemental burst restores HP to the entire party.
Incredible. Okay, so she can buff the party, dish out damage, and heal. Wow, sounds like she's pretty versatile.
Yeah, and thanks to a different talent, she has another ability that really showcases her skills as a chef. If you hold her elemental skill, the cooking mech she summons can absorb elemental energy and convert it into a delicious dish.
Whoa, I've never seen a talent like that before.
Okay,
That
so
is
you don't even have to prepare
extremely
the
useful.
ingredients yourself? Bro, that's awesome.
Yeah, and plus, she can produce several kinds of dishes this way.
Well, that will be so fun to check out in game.
Totally. So take note of this next piece of news, travellers. In the first half of version 5.6, we'll have event wishes for Escoffier and Navia. a new 5-star
Right.
polearm, Symphonist of Sense, will be featured on the weapon banner. Our new 4-star character, Aoife, will also enjoy a drop rate boost on the first half banners.
Aoife! No
Okay,
way,
I
bro.
was kind of wondering
I think
when
that's my
Aoife
line,
would
but I couldn't have
appear.
said it better myself.
And another bit of really exciting news is that travelers will get to spend more time with these two in the new version.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Okay, take a look at this clip and you'll see.
Okay, I'll talk about wishing plants later.
Eyes are on me. Lowly servants, behold, the almighty Dragon Lord's magnificence.
I'd rather not.
The heck are you on about?
That's what I'm wondering.
Why does no one ask for the autograph of the almighty Dragon Lord? Kahula how?
Because you annoy everyone.
No way, bro. What? You little... Oh dear. Do you even hear yourself, bro? How dare you? You insolent, contemptuous... Huh? What are you on about? No way, bro. Huh? Seriously. Do you even hear yourself, bro? Darn it. Oh, wow. No way, bro. Do you even hear yourself, bro? You're hopeless. The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahulao! His wisdom is wasted on you.
He has wisdom?
No way, bro. See you later. Huh? Ah!
Oh, you meant Kukuku and a how. Wow, I feel like those two could argue forever.
Yep.
Dude, you don't know the half of it.
Hang in there, bro.
You too, huh? Man, this bro thing is really taking off.
Wait until you meet
Well,
Ito.
Kukuku is just that infectious. So, travelers met Aoife in the previous version, but since we now have the chance to add him to our parties, want to give us a formal introduction, Johnny?
I thought you never asked, Jane.
good music.
Absolutely. As most of you probably know, Aoife is a Saurian vet from the Flower Feather Clan. In that land, humans and Saurians live and fight side by side. Saurians get sick and hurt just like everyone else. So Saurian vets do a very important job in that land.
Okay.
And Aoife is a really good one. In fact, you've probably heard of some of his accomplishments already. Like how he saved Kakuku's life, and now, of course, Kakuku works as his trusty assistant.
And he's
Yeah,
Annabelle.
Aoife is practically a
Which makes me
miracle
wonder which
worker.
of his friends had to be
I heard
sacrificed.
Ahau got sick one time, so Kaniche took him to Aoife for treatment, and what do you know? Ahau was better in like 2 seconds. Imagine that.
Sounds like Aoife really knows his stuff. I wonder if he can treat all kinds of dragons, like even ones from other nations.
I guess, in theory, yeah, I don't see why not. Plus, if it was an emergency, Kakuku could help him get there in no time.
I mean, I heard the Flower Feather Clan is known for riding kukasaurs, but this is less riding and more dangling, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, this is a Kakuku appreciation zone only, all right? But seriously, just wait until you see him sprint. He spreads out those huge wings, and it's super awesome. Oh, and while we're on the subject, if there are any travelers who haven't done the part of the Ochkanatlan World Quest where you chase down the evil dragon,
Already did
try
it.
it out with Aoife. It'll be a completely different kind of flying experience.
Yeah,
Wow.
I see that.
It definitely
Although
looks
it
different.
looks more like Aoife is chasing down a patient for a checkup.
Yeah. So, okay, what else can Aoife do in combat?
Nice.
Well, Aoife is an Anemo Vision user with a lot of tricks up his sleeve. For
Anemo
example,
Catalyst.
when faced with aggressive enemies, Aoife can unleash his elemental burst and fire a therapeutic sedative, creating a wind current that pulls in and restrains enemies. Yeah, of course, as Aoife's good bro, Kakuku also helps him out in combat. With Aoife's elemental skill, Kakuku lifts him into the air, giving him an aerial advantage in combat. And while in this state, Aoife can continuously fire tonic shots, which deal Anemo damage upon impact and restore HP to the entire party.
Oh, nice. So, what kind of team comps work best with Aoife?
Well, to answer that, we should introduce one of his talents first. When Aoife is in the Night Soul's blessing state, he can use his Field Medic's vision to increase swirl and
no, you're robots.
electrocharge damage based on the total amount of Night Soul points across the entire party.
Okay, so he works well with characters that can trigger swirl and electrocharged reactions, and characters that can generate Night Soul points. He seems like a really flexible unit.
Yeah, he is. Plus, in areas with Natlan's phlogiston mechanics, if your current active character or indwelled Saurian's HP drops below a certain percent, Aoife can consume his own phlogiston to heal them.
Nice, putting those medical skills to use. His kit seems really intuitive, and he helps with exploration. I feel like exploring the sacred volcano will be a lot easier with Kakuku to dangle from.
What can I say? He is a helpful little guy. Now, moving on to our next bit of news, a new boss is coming in version 5.6,
Yeah, world
the
boss.
Secret Source Automaton Overseer device. Travelers will need to defeat it to obtain ascension materials for Escoffier.
Huh. I feel
what
like
boss do I
we've
need
faced
to
something
beat up
like
for
this before.
Aoife?
That's because this boss has the same origins as the Secret Source Automaton configuration device from version 5.1. Both are pieces of ancient dragon technology.
They almost seem like two parts of one terrifying monster.
Okay, Jane, let's, this is where we should wrap this part up, I think, because travelers can search for their own answers to this in-game. Now, let's kick off the event portion.
Oh, wow. There are Natlan characters in Fontaine? Is
Yeah,
it
looks
because
like
of
we're
a
heading back
festival
to
or something?
Fontaine for the
Not a
event
festival,
stuff.
an amusement park organized by Navia and the Spina di Rasula. Auroron and Aoife are there to deliver Natlan produce for the event. But it's not all veggies and good times, unfortunately. Against
Wait,
the
does that mean
backdrop
we're
of
getting
the
a new
festivities,
Archon quest
a
for
smuggling
Mondstadt?
case is uncovered, leading Kanich and Risley to cross paths.
Ooh, a Saurian
Yeah, I guess we'll
hunter
probably
and a
let us-
prison warden.
They'll probably
Sounds
let
like
us
a
in on
fun
that
pairing.
information later.
Yeah, right? I actually have a few sneak peeks to share, so let's take a look.
Weird. Why is Ahau cowering behind Kanich? I would have thought he was too proud for that. Oh, wait. It must be because of Fontaine's ban on flying objects.
Exactly. Ahau and Kakuku made the journey all the way to Fontaine and happened to arrive just in time for the ban. Ahau was able to hide, but Kakuku got scared and flew straight into the Palais Mermonia. Auroron thinks Kakuku will manage to send all of the important documents in the Palais flying around the building.
Oh no, that can't end well. Well, what about Aoife? Isn't he going to come to Kakuku's rescue?
Don't worry, with Nervalette and Risley there, Kakuku's in good hands. Plus, he might even learn a new phrase or two. Hey, check it out. Risley managed to teach him one. Anyone want to guess what it is?
Oh, I don't really know what it could be. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. Anyway, I wanted to point out there are two dragons in this picture. So, does that mean
dearly
Nervalette
hope.
could, interpret
Okay.
for Kakuku? You know,
I'm-
dragon to dragon. Oh, I can't wait to see how their interactions go.
Honestly, I
honestly-
can't even picture it, but I just know it's
You know
gonna
what?
be
No,
hilarious.
I'll talk about it during the next
Yeah,
break.
there's nothing we can say that beats the real thing. So, if you're interested, be sure to check out all the shenanigans in-game. And trust me, there are a lot of them. Always makes me laugh. Now, on to the actual amusement park. Let me give you some background. It's called the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland, and it's the brainchild of a well-known engineer and film buff with the Spina di Rasula in charge of the financing, construction, and general operations.
Oh, Lapine Pauline is back. Didn't she almost go bankrupt after basing her research on that fake story? I hope her investment pays off this time.
Yeah, here's hope.
Well, if the Traveler agrees to come on board, Lapine Pauline might be in a better position.
Come on board? Why are my fraud alarm bells ringing?
It's not like that. If you don't trust Lapine Pauline, yeah, okay. Her track record isn't great, but at least trust Cheval Moran and the Spina di Rasula.
If you say so.
And how do we make sure we don't run it into the ground?
Well, if the Traveler agrees to come on board, Lapine Pauline might be in a better position.
Wait, so this is a management sim? Okay, tell me everything.
You got it, bro. Travelers will be in charge of operations, like upgrading the facilities, expanding the park, and managing
Well,
the
I am
staff.
well and familiar
During
with
each
management
business cycle,
sims.
travelers will need
Thank
to
you,
allocate their
Hawkeye
precious
Star
funds
Rail.
and action points to the most important tasks based on their management needs.
And plus, Navia recruited Master Chef Escoffier to run the park's theme restaurant. Woo! The dishes she creates can give you unique management buffs, so don't miss out.
Absolutely. You can also increase your revenue by adding different kinds of attractions. For example, in Eclectic Escapades, visitors can experience unforgettable adventures where they fly through the air or dash underwater at high speeds.
Wow.
Or there's Movie Masterpieces, where you have to use special abilities to reach the end of the stage and seize the treasure. Before launching these attractions, travelers will need to try them out and create a standardized strategy guide for each one, so that visitors understand how to get the most out of the experience.
Nice.
Oh, and travelers can also add an attraction called Mellow Manor, where they can create a cozy retreat for different animals to draw in visitors and increase revenue.
And travelers can also recruit some familiar faces to help run the park. Among the recruits are Fontanian companions and friends from other nations too.
Yeah, that's right. By completing friendly encounters, travelers can learn useful management techniques from their companions. Eventually, these companions will become fixtures at the park and provide even more management support. So, long story short, don't worry too much. You don't have to go it alone.
Okay. Yeah, that doesn't sound too bad.
And plus, once you get down to business, you'll be rewarded for your efforts.
Ooh, do tell.
Oh, I will. Reach a certain point in the operations and you'll be able to claim all sorts of rewards, including Primo Gems and a new 4-star bow, Sequence of Solitude.
Awesome. More Primo Gems to save for your next pull. Which reminds me, we still haven't finished announcing the event wishes, have we?
Yeah, what's phase 2?
Right, yeah. Sorry to keep you in
Right,
suspense,
Shogun.
travelers. In the second half of version 5.6, we'll have
Wait.
returning event wishes
Wait,
for
wait,
Kaniche
wait.
and the
Didn't we
Raiden
already
Shogun.
get a Raiden Shogun banner
Plus,
earlier
the
in
Chronicled Wish
the
banner will be
series?
returning in version 5.6. I know a lot of travelers have been waiting for that, so check it out if you're interested.
Yeah, you have to. And best of luck on your
Nope, that's
pulls.
it. Save wishing plans for
All
later.
right. That was a lot of info, so let's take our first break.
Yes, please.
Here's the second redemption code, travelers.
Make sure to write it down or pause VOD. But, yeah. If Riley was able to teach Kukuku a new phrase, I really hope it's like one of those set in stone things. And it's not like, oh, the player can choose what phrase the player can choose what phrase Kukuku was taught. As funny as that would be if that was an actual thing, because I'm a little scared of the present generation's brain rot. just a little. I'm just a wee bit scared that people will make the poor things say certain things that have been referenced in a lot of different memes.
The Windbloom Festival, once a celebration of flowers, now shrouded in unease. Why is Albedo on trial? Who is
Yeah,
the
why
young
is
man in
Albedo
the
on trial?
courtroom? And is he friend or foe?
I guess we'll
What
find out.
tidings does the Dodo communication device bring this time?
Oh, it's that thing
The
again.
answers to these questions and more in the version 5.6
Archon Quest!
Archon Quest.
We are getting an Archon Quest.
Voice.
Oh, nice.
Interlude
shucks,
Chapter
thanks.
Act
So,
4.
we finally make it back to Mondstadt, and Albedo's on trial. I don't even know what to think. But something tells me there's more to this situation than meets the eye.
Well, I've put together some information about the case. Let's go through it and see if we can uncover some new clues. So, here's the deal. Albedo's been accused of murder and unlawful disposal of human remains, and the case is being tried in secret. The logistics captain of the Knights of Favonius, Hertha, seems to have compelling evidence against Albedo, so the situation is serious.
I'm sure Hertha is just trying to do her job and uncover the truth. But there has to be some kind of misunderstanding here.
Well, in court, the evidence does the talking. Travelers will have access to Albedo's office on the second floor of headquarters to do their own investigation into the case and hopefully track down
Finally
some
go to the
clues.
second floor.
So I saw Jean, Kaya, and Eula in the courtroom.
For the first
all
time in
members of
years.
the Knights of Favonius, which makes sense. But it looked like someone from the church was also there.
Oh, That's Dahlia. He's the deacon of the Church of Favonius, so he works with Barbara, Rosaria, and the other members of the clergy. Dahlia acts as the Herald of Barbados, which is interesting because he's also friends with Venti.
Yeah, very interesting. He sounds like a very important figure then.
Well, speaking of Venti, the Dodo communication device is back in this quest. At some point, Venti needs it to get in touch with Alice.
Ooh.
But on the first attempt, the line connects to Grandmaster Varka instead. It's only on the second try that he manages to reach Alice.
Whoa, hold on. You just dropped two major names. Barker has been on an expedition for a long time. It sounds like we finally get to hear how he's doing.
Yeah.
As for Alice, we know she's the mother of the most adorable Klee and an elder of the Hexen Circle. But
Okay, so
I
we won't
wonder
get
why
to
Venti
see
needs to get
Alice
in touch
herself.
with her.
She's speaking through something else again.
Wait, could it be because of the monsters in the city?
In the
You know
city.
what? In Amber's anthology chapter, she did say the number of monsters around Mondstadt has been skyrocketing lately.
Right, and now there are even more monsters in the city. So maybe Venti is reaching out to Alice for help.
I think you two are onto something. And if we take a look at this map, we can see that a lot of our old friends have joined in on the fight to
It seems like
defend
there's
Mondstadt.
a few question marks.
This is kind of emotional. Mondstadt was the beginning of everything. It's the
yeah.
place where travelers met their first companions and embarked on this whole journey. And now it's in crisis.
Yeah, it kind of seems like
Hopefully
everything's been
travelers
falling
can do
apart
something
lately.
to stop it.
Oh, they
First
can,
Statland,
but
then Liyue,
it
and
won't
now
be an easy
Mondstadt.
road. Alice can offer something to help, but travelers will need to pass a trial first and defeat the king and queen on the chessboard.
Anything to defend Mondstadt. I'm sure travelers aren't scared of a little trial.
Okay. Then let's take a look at what awaits them.
Sure, I want to know more about this weekly boss. There's Alice in the background. Also, I will say that I am definitely doing the Archon quest on stream. That is something I can guarantee. That's gonna happen.
Alice will preside over the first phase of the trial. The trial takes place on a chessboard, but the rules of chess don't exactly apply. Look closely and you'll notice some of the pieces on the board can harm the king. Travelers can use that to their advantage to create an opening and dish out damage. But in the second phase, there are no chess pieces to use. Travelers will need to rely on their own strength to emerge victorious.
It looks like there's a different Dodoko presiding over the second phase. One wearing a blue hat. Is that a different mage from the Hexen Circle?
Ooh, I wonder which one.
Well,
Same
travelers
here.
will have to uncover that for themselves. As for the second phase of the trial, let me offer a quick piece of advice. The boss has some extremely powerful attacks, but freeze reactions can help you create an opening.
Maybe jot that one down for later, travelers. So we
Probably,
know there's
yeah.
murder, an attack
Not
on
great with
Mondstadt,
freeze
a
teams,
Hexen
but I'll
Circle
figure something
trial.
out.
But we have no idea how all of this is connected. Seems like there's a lot for travelers to uncover. You know, if you think about it, first Natlan had a crisis with the ley lines that almost ended in death. Then a similar crisis happened in Liyue, and now Mondstadt is in danger. I can't help but wonder if this is all some kind of terrible omen.
Yeah, but look on the bright side. It's another chance for answers. Maybe we'll uncover new clues about forces we've encountered before, or what we can expect on the road ahead.
Or maybe we'll even get one step closer to the truth of Tevat.
Yeah, and then travelers can give us all the answers.
Yeah, I think we're gonna leave all that hard work to you guys.
All right, okay, well, let's lighten things up and dive into the remaining version 5.6 events.
Yes.
First up on the docket is an event that brings us back to Fontaine, where travelers can test out their tactical brilliance in the new wargame Operation Damport Simulation.
Dude, nice.
Oh, I know. This wargame comes with all new offensive and defensive gameplay. The key to success is really understanding your game pieces.
Okay, what do you mean?
Well, for example, is it a melee or ranged attack piece? Can it quickly break through obstacles or maybe even bypass them entirely? Once you feel like you know what you're doing, you can test out your skills in co-op. The actual gameplay is pretty simple. What this event really tests is strategy. For example, when adjusting your defensive lineup, you can even set traps for your opponent.
I see a button called Defensive Simulation. Looks like we can use it to test out our strategies?
That's right. And once you set the defensive and offensive lineup that works best for you, the battle is ready to begin.
Yeah.
And while your opponent tries to break through your defenses, your job is to use your chosen offensive lineup to outmaneuver their strategy. The side that breaks the opposing formation first, or makes greater progress within the time limit, wins.
Wow.
Okay, so it sounds like it all comes down to strategy. All right, so get tactical, travelers.
Now, if that last
try.
event was mostly about brain power, this next one is all about firepower.
Let's go.
Okay, let's take a look at the gameplay. Think this is a simple battle for coins? Haha, well, think again. Players will have the opportunity to indwell Saurians at certain points. Use their abilities to your advantage, and you might be able to turn the tides in your favor.
This looks so fun. You could just stay in Saurian form the whole time and blast all the other players away.
Oh, if only. The Saurian form only lasts so long. But even in human form, you'll have Natlan character skills at your disposal. So the goal is to collect as many coins as possible to secure victory.
Nice, bro. So, this next event is called Chronicle of Shifting Stratagems. I'm sure at this point in their journey, travelers have gained their fair share of companions and have tested out their skills in a variety of different situations. But maybe there's a character you want to learn more about, like Escoffier, for example. Let's say you want to test out her potential in different team comps. Then, I highly recommend trying out this event.
Chronicle of Shifting Stratagems gives travelers the opportunity to study and test out different team compositions. The event is divided into different levels of difficulty, and there are also challenge buffs to take advantage of, so make sure to take that into account when forming your teams.
Okay.
Travelers can also take a look at the challenge record and see how their friends approached each challenge. Could provide some food for thought.
Nice.
Possibly.
Sounds like the perfect excuse to do some experimentation and think outside the box.
Indeed.
All right, moving on to some Genius Invocation TCG updates. First, a new card skin will be added to the card shop, so check it out if you're interested.
Lustrous
Travelers can
skin.
also look forward to new character and action cards added to regular mode.
Nice. More food for the card sharks.
There are also some major updates to automatic artistry.
Oh, so in addition to the character and action card updates, the elemental reaction effects are different.
Yeah, and during the match, there's now a card refresh option as well as mechanisms for character enhancement and replacement, so the gameplay should be even more engaging. Travelers might even be able to come up with some new strategies and surprise their opponents with unexpected moves.
That's right, and finally, the Ley Line Overflow event is returning in version 5.6, so don't miss out.
We won't, and let's take our last break. When we return, we'll talk system optimizations and a cool collab. See you on the other side, travelers.
Bye.
Okay, so there's definitely one thing that I can for sure guarantee, and it's the fact that I'm not doing the co-op event on stream. That's just it's just a bit of a habit I have. I don't typically do co-op events on stream. And I typically save those to just kind of enjoy my own time. I think it was, yes, the Legends of Blaze event. This one. But there's the third code. So, VOD watchers on Twitch or YouTube, if you guys need to really quickly write it. Oh, well, never mind.
Welcome back, travelers.
Welcome back.
Welcome. Let's
I mean, it's a little
jump
too late
right
to
into
tell you to
system
pause, but I guess you could
optimization.
pause and then
Some travelers provided
rewind,
feedback that the brilliant
because that is
blessing
how
enhancement
videos work.
process in the
Not how
Imaginarium
streams
Theatre
work, though.
was a bit confusing, which made it difficult to level up strategically
naturally
and
fine.
optimize character turn order. So, in the version 5.6 update, the dev team has made the brilliant blessing details page a lot more intuitive, which should make it easier for travelers to make strategic level up decisions.
Nice.
Yeah, and in addition, rewards will be available for completing the star challenges in the new season of the Imaginarium Theater that begins on June 1st.
You know what would be nice? A restart button after the final act. As it stands right now, finishing the final act takes you directly to the credits, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if you just missed that last star challenge? That would be such a bummer.
Yeah, the dev team has received that feedback as well, so a restart button is also being added to the new update.
Oh, nice.
Let's go.
That should make it easier to
Hi,
get full
Len.
stars.
Thank you for the boo.
All right, so this next
How are
update
you
addresses
doing?
another common problem. Travelers have probably noticed that when you go to raise a character's skills, the skill descriptions can be
you.
pretty
Oh,
long
you can
and
boot me
dense.
back. Like, and-
I mean, it's understandable. It's important for travelers to
I'm
have
about to
all the
leave work.
details. But it's also easy to get bogged down in the weeds.
How are you doing?
So this is something the dev team has been working on.
My
Starting
shoulder
in
is a
version
little sore from
5.6,
yesterday,
the
but
descriptions on the
otherwise I'm
talent
doing
and
alright.
constellation pages for new
I
characters
actually got to
will be
sleep for once,
optimized to be more
which was
concise,
nice.
so it's easier for travelers to grasp the core information.
How was work?
Of course, travelers
Was
who
it
prefer to
super
dive into all the
crazy? Were-
details can
were
always
customers
expand
nice?
the content for a more comprehensive description.
Nice. Sorting through all that information should be
Please
a
tell
lot
the
faster
customers were
now.
nice.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
Our next optimization is for the treasure compass. Travelers provided feedback that while attempting to complete Natlan's warrior
super lonely and
challenges,
no
it was
customers were not
difficult to
nice.
locate where to pick up the quests.
I'm
So
really sorry
after the
to hear
version
that.
5.6 update, the treasure compass can now track those
Didn't mean to let you
locations.
curse me out. Well, that's
Yeah, they
rude.
can. Warrior challenges are
That is
important because that's how you
quite
get
rude of
obsidian
them.
fragments, which you can use to unlock tribal secret spaces, right? It would be nice if the treasure compass could track those too.
It
That definitely
can.
sounds
And once your
uncalled
exploration
for.
progress is high
I'm
enough, the treasure
very
compass will be
sorry to
able to
hear
pinpoint the
that,
location
that's
of
only
tribal
cursed you
secret
out.
spaces as well. Similarly,
That is
at a high enough
definitely never
exploration
nice to
progress,
experience.
more chests from various nations can also be located using the treasure compass.
Oh, nice.
I mean,
That should
I've
really
never
help
worked
travelers that are
retail,
stuck at
but I
99%
have,
exploration
worked
progress.
in the food
Map
industry
pins
before,
have
and-
also been optimized. Starting in version 5.6,
Yeah, customers
travelers
can
can
get
now
kinda
delete
nasty.
custom pins in batches.
Ooh, that should make it a lot
is-
easier
it
to
is not
start
good.
fresh if you're someone who really likes to go ham with the markers.
Definitely. Well, that wraps
yeah,
up
be
our
sure
system
to stay
optimization.
safe on
So
your-
now
on
it's
your
time
way
for some
back.
out-of-game news.
That's right. First, we have some
both
exciting
ways before
collaboration
crossing
news
straight
to
and all
share.
that mess.
Genshin Impact is partnering with the global beauty brand Charlotte Tilbury to launch 2 limited edition sets.
Wow.
So, let's watch the preview trailer for the collaboration.
But yeah, like, if you're a customer in the food industry or in retail, please treat your workers nice. Please treat the employees nicely. Please. Because it's just the decent thing to do. To treat them well. Don't curse out employees. Doesn't get anywhere. Just makes things worse. Make up your destiny.
But I have even more
caught
news.
that.
In addition, Genshin Impact's third Natlan OST album,
But yeah, again, I'm
Radiance
really
of
sorry
Flame,
that,
is
that
coming
someone cursed
soon.
you out.
Yeah. The album contains various tracks composed by the Hoyo Mix team for the Collective of Plenty and other regions. So stay tuned for the drop.
Awesome.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing. The music's gonna be so cool.
So
You know it.
beautiful.
Wow.
Okay, let me check my scroll here. Yeah, that's all the information I have about version 5.6.
Yeah, me too. What about you, Jane?
I am just so excited to uncover more about the Albedo trial mystery and to defeat the new boss on the chessboard.
And I can't wait for you all to meet Escoffier. It's been so much fun working on her, and I just think you're gonna love her.
And to follow that up, Aoife is finally playable, and of course he's gonna have Kukuku right by his side, but the mini-games are always so fun and creative.
Absolutely.
Just can't wait.
Well, that's it for the version 5.6 special program. A new adventure awaits. I hope it brings with it new friendships, new answers, and a whole lot of fun. And with that, all there's left to say is, see you in game, travelers. Bye.
Alrighty.
Bye. Bye.
See
Is
ya.
there anything? How much time is? Song of the Welkin Moon. Stay tuned on April 30th. Oh shoot. That is less than a week from now. Alright, really quick, main thing I want to talk about is wishing plans.
His kit seems really.
Where are the banners? Where are you? Okay, there we go. Alright, so... in terms of the non-Chronicle banner stuff, I do not know who I'm going to go for in Phase 1. I'm just going to kind of leave Phase 2 alone, because I already have Raiden, and I don't really want Kenichi that badly. Okay, we're good. I thought I had a sneeze welling up, but it passed. So... actually, wait, no. Here's what I want to do. I'm gonna wish for Navia, because I already have her signature. Yeah, I already have her signature weapon, so why not just get the character to fit with it? And then when do you talk about the... oh, here are. And because of that, I don't think I'm going to go for any of the characters. What I'm going to do is go for this. I'm going for this sword. So... okay, yeah, that's my wishing plan. Phase 1, go for Navia, and then if I have any... and then if there's anything left, I'll just pour it all into the Chronicled Wish, and try and get the Red Horn Stone Thresher right here. And, of course, skip Phase 2. This, of course, I will be doing on camera. I will be doing this on stream. At the very least, the quest portion. I'll be doing on stream. Maybe some of the actual event stuff. And as I already mentioned, I'm pretty sure this goes without saying, but I will be doing the Archon quest on stream. Because why would I miss out on streaming something like that? Because if I get to enjoy this amazing quest from what we have so far, you guys get to enjoy it alongside me. So that is a definite. But yeah, the fact that we get to like go back to Mondstadt is absolutely amazing. I did kind of catch sight of this really quickly. I'm very curious as to what these 3 question marks are going to be. Like, I don't know if they're characters that we just have not met yet, characters that we might get to test out, if these are a couple of the spots where monsters are going to be. I don't know. I I don't work for Hoyoverse. Hello, Elle. Thank you for the boop. Hey, hello, hello. Okay, hold on, because I ended up drinking the last of my... Wait, do I have any? I think I do. Yep, that was my last swig of Fanta, so wait. Thank goodness I still had a little bit left for that redeem. But yeah, hello, hello. We kind of just finished up the special program, so we're just kind of going over plans for the next version. Always running out, lol. Don't judge me, it's good. But yeah, the new weekly boss looks absolutely amazing. I'm just... I'm just not even gonna... Oh, hello, Chris. But... yeah, this honestly looks absolutely amazing. Just how they designed everything. Also, the fact that we get to see Alice again... But not only do we get to see Alice, we get to see her in a non-summer event. Which is, a little unusual. Because normally we don't really get anything Alice-related outside of the Point 8 updates, which are always the summer events. And typically those versions are very lore-heavy for, the region we're going to be going into next. So, yeah, just the way that this boss was designed is absolutely amazing. But it does kind of make me wonder where the boss is going to be. But I guess we'll figure it out later. You probably drink more of that than I do of Monster, and I have that every day. Yeah, that's why you can't ding me for it, because you drink Monster. Okay, I should stop moving my arm around, because it's... I really need to stop moving my arm around, I really do. But it's such a habit with me to, like, move my hands and my arms around, because I don't really know what to... I can't sit still for very long, and also I'm just a very theatrical person. As quite a few of my friends have already noticed in their time of knowing me. Not naming any names. But, yeah. I really need to... Only one a day, though. It's hard, but I control myself. That is fair. And I try to limit my Fanta intake and fail horribly. Like, I'm gonna... Like, look how big this thing is. Like, it is the size of my head. If not, like, a little bit smaller. And and even if I, like, fill it up as much as I can, I still burn through it before the day's even done. But then again, I also stream weekly and I need the energy, so I can defend myself on that. I just lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Oh, right, weekly boss. But yeah, the fact that... Wait, where's a good screenshot to kind of... Oh, not using the house because those are linked to something. Okay, where is a good... Settle down a little there, too much sugar from all that soda, fear me. But also don't. But the fact that we just might be getting more Albedo lore is absolutely astounding to me, because we haven't gotten an albedo. We haven't gotten a truly albedo focused anything since, like, shoot, what version was it? Like, I remember what the event was. I just don't remember what version it was. It was, like, close to the beginning of my time playing Genshin Impact. What was the version? When was the last time we got an albedo focused literally anything? Should have missed snowstorms. 2.3. Version 2.3 is the last time we got an albedo focused version. This is the special program for 5.6. Just as a reference. Yeah, it's been that long. It has been literal years since we've gotten lore for this individual. It's literally been a little over like 2 or 3 years, which is insane. But better late than never. We're getting something now, so it's okay. Is there anything else I need to talk about? Wishing plans, event plans. I already stated a couple times over now that I'm not doing the co-op event on stream because that's just weird. So just gonna do the Archon quest. I don't know if I'll do Escoffier. I don't know if I'm gonna do the story quest for Genshin Gordon Ramsay on stream or not. I'll kind of think about it. And then people who are in my Discord will know first. Everyone else will just kind of have to be surprised. But yeah, I think that's all. Is that all? Wishing plans, event plans, Archon quest on stream, story quest, I'll figure it out. Yeah, I think that's it. I can't really think of anything else that I want to really talk about that badly. Yeah, scary monsters. There is a certain shot. Because I do want to talk about, what's his face? Oh, yeah, that is something. The new world boss looks amazing, and I cannot wait to fight it. There was a certain shot that I was wanting to talk about. Yep, albedo lore. Where was it? Yeah, the fact that Mondstadt can't catch a break from Crises. Here it is. So, the last time we got a trial related to anything was Fontaine, and that was a trip. Where is the character? Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, Dahlia's design looks really cool. I'm very much looking forward to learning about their kit once they're drip marketed and all that. But yeah, I think now I'm pretty sure I talked about everything that I wanted to talk about. I didn't really want to talk about the collab because I don't use makeup. So I didn't really see much of a point in talking about it. But yeah, makeup collab. Like when I first heard that there was going to be a collab, I was hoping that it was going to be something like they did with Aloy and that whole deal. But then I remembered that when Aloy released, everyone complained up and down the street about how awful of a character she is. So I guess that's why we haven't gotten a free collab 5-star in multiple years. So yeah, I think that will just about do it. I've been prattling on for just a little bit too long. Oh, fit check. It's not super interesting. It is very monochrome, but because I really need to do laundry. But black crop top, kind of a blackish shirt, khaki pants. I was kind of debating whether to go with an undershirt or without, but I kind of ran out of time before I could come to a decision. Anywho's, that shall do it for the now. A little later tonight, I think I'm streaming Zelda? Zelda, right? Yeah, stream some Tears of the Kingdom. So, definitely look forward to that, because hopefully we'll be advancing the story. I'm kidding, we're probably not going to be advancing the story for a long while now, because I need to get stronger. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this stream and you're on the YouTube side of things, then please be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and as always, stay awesome. And if you're one of the lovely people who decided to take time out of your day, afternoon, or evening to come watch this stream live as it is happening, or you're here for the 2 weeks that it's on Twitch before it transferred over, then please be sure to drop a follow and maybe even a subscription if you haven't done so already. Small reminder that those with Twitch Prime are able to get a free 1 month's subscription to a streamer of their choosing, so if you haven't used that with someone else, I encourage you to use that here. And as always, long live the rebellion.